Welcome back, fellow dragons. Oh, fuck. Sitting up to, the blankies have uncomfied themselves. Reconfigure blankies. No, quick load. Just blankies, only blankies. Oh, I need tea. She was kind. Her occasional smile would always light up the room. I hoped that this would last forever. Maybe loving someone means wishing for eternity. Love. No memories, nothing to look back on. All I know in this moment is her. But this new feeling that took root in my heart was unmistakably love. I yearned to revel in her kindness, to touch her smile. I even wanted to drive away her suitors. They were all tied to this one emotion. Even so, Mikoto is not mine. Her kindness, her joy, they're not just for me. I started feeling short of breath when my window entered my vision. The sun had already set, surrounded by nothing but fields and forest. The night was pitch black. Still, for some reason, something caught my attention. As I approached the window, I could see the light of the stars. I decided to ask Mikoto to go stargazing with me. How lovely. Yeah. Ever since I'd started taking painkillers, I'd spent the entire night sleeping. Even the stars seemed novel to me, though they shone the same as ever. Do you remember anything? No, why? You used to like watching the stars a lot. You decided to do this so suddenly that I thought something might have come back to you. No, for some reason I just felt like doing this. That may just be how memories are. When I was young, I forgot the name of one of my favorite flowers. I had no idea what it was called, nor what it looked like, but the moment I smelled its scent, everything came flooding back to me. There may be a part of our hearts that does not rely on memory alone to remember things. Not on memories alone, eh? That is some Kingdom Hearts ass bullshit right there. Mikoto told me about the stars. Slowly, haltingly, as if recalling someone else's words, she did her best to talk about them. Do you know much about the stars? No. Everything I know you taught to me. So you remembered what I told you then? How could I possibly forget? You dragged me out every night and kept repeating it to me. Why are you smiling? Embarrassment, mostly.
いや、話したことを暗記するほど熱心に聞いてくれたんだったら、さぞ嬉しかっただろうと思ってな。
Nothing, I was just thinking how happy I must have been to know you were listening to everything I said so intently.
それを忘れるとは、もったいないことをした。
Feels like such a waste that I've forgotten all of that now.
別に熱心になんて。私の記憶力がいいだけよ。
I was not listening that intently. I just am blessed with a very good memory.
オレンジ色の星、アークトゥルスと白い星、スピカ。あの2つの星は夫婦星って言われているの。
There's a legend that says that orange star there, Arcturus, is married to that white one over there, Spica.
夫婦星。
Married, huh?
2つの距離はとても離れている。
Both are very far apart.
夫であるアークトゥルスは今この時も妻のスピカのもとにものすごい速さで向かっているの。
But the husband star Arcturus is even now racing closer to his wife Spica.
固有運動かしら。何万年か後には2つの星は本当の夫婦のように寄り添うんですって。
It is... what was it called again? Proper motion? In a billion years or so from now, those two will be really close together, like a couple.
ねえ、それってすごく素敵な。
Mikoto, yes, it is a lovely story, but, I have bad news about those stars. The light from them is there's a very good chance those stars have already gone supernova. Don't you think it's a lovely story?
そうだ。
Yeah, it's a lovely story, but with how long it takes light to reach Earth, those stars have likely gone supernova by now. Probably even collided into each other. Think of it as an explosive kiss. She'd remembered what I'd forgotten. I was elated. I can't help it. I want Mikoto to myself. If losing my memories means that I could have her, then... If losing my memories means that I could have her, then I'd gladly give them up for good. Whether she's laughing, angry, or sad, I want to follow her ever-changing features. I want to be with her forever. If I can't stay in this moment forever, then I should... Natsuhiko. Oh. Oh, that's just the door. You must be chilled through by now. You could take a quick bath to warm back up if you want. Do try to go to sleep soon, though. Natsuhiko?
教えてくれ。お前にとって俺は何だ。
Tell me something, what was I to you?
急に何言い出すのよ。
Well, why bring that up all of a sudden?
急ではない。ずっと考えていた。
It isn't sudden. I've been thinking about it for a very long time. That... Oh.
よしましょう、こんな話。話したかって怪我は治らないわ。
We should talk about this some other time. This will do nothing to speed your recovery.
では、俺にとってお前は何だ。
Then tell me what you were to me.
教えてくれ。ミコト。
Please, Mikoto.
あなたは私を利用することしか考えていなかった。道具よ、ただ。
I was a tool to you. Nothing more. You only ever thought of how best to make use of me.
仲間の命を人質に私に命令して。
You ordered me around and even threatened the lives of my friends if I did not obey you.
私だってあなたなんて嫌いだったし、おあいこよ。
I hated you too, so we were even, really. I knew it. I had hurt her. After all, I expected I hadn't been living a decent life. But now I felt anger towards my past self. I was such a fucking dick. I don't have the right to love her. That was what my voice of reason was desperately trying to tell me. But in my current state, I could barely pay it any heed.
だったらなぜお前はここにいる？
So then, why are you here?
なぜそんなひどい男の看板をして食事を作る？俺のことは捨ておいて逃げればよかったんだ。
Why stay to feed and look after a man who you hate? You should have just abandoned me and embraced your freedom.
できるわけないじゃない、そんなこと。
What? I could never do anything like that!
ではなぜ嫌いな男の言った言葉を覚えている？あの星の話は昔俺が話したことなんだ。
Then why do you remember the word... Or no, then why do you remember the words of this man you supposedly hate? That story about the stars. It's something I told you long ago, isn't it?
どうしてあの時私を守ったの？
Why did you save my life that day? That day. She must mean the day of the accident.
私のせいで怪我をしたのに、それなのにどうして？
It was my fault we were in that situation. It was my fault that you were hurt. Why?
ごめんなさい。記憶がないのにこんなこと言って。
I'm sorry. You have no memory of what happened. I should not have asked that.
俺は道具としか思っていない相手をかばったりしない。
I know I would never put myself in harm's way to save someone I thought of only as a tool.
そんなの記憶がないからじゃない。記憶が戻ればあなたは。
You only say that now because you have no memories of that time. Once you get them back, you might quickly change your mind.
記憶を失おうとも俺のことは俺が一番分かっている。
Memories or not, I still know myself better than anyone. I lied, of course. I didn't understand anything about myself. Using Mikoto as a tool, ordering her around, I couldn't understand why I would do that. But if my past self felt the same as I do now, there could only be one answer.
大切だから守ったんだ。
I saved you because you are important to me.
記憶がなければ俺の言葉は嘘だと思うのか？記憶がある俺とない俺は違うと思うのか？
Do you not believe me because I don't have all of my memories? Tell me, is the me before you now different from the old me?
そうではないはずだ。お前は記憶を失った俺を東夏彦と呼んだんだから。
There is no difference. When I first awoke without memories, you called me Natsuhiko Azuma.
俺は東夏彦。お前を愛しく思う気持ちが何よりの証拠だ。
I am Natsuhiko Azuma. The love I have for you proves that beyond any doubt.
お前の名前を呼ぶと穏やかな気持ちになる。昨日今日だけのことじゃない。 最初に話した時から。
I like hearing you call my name. It makes me feel happy. This isn't a recent thing either. It has been like this since we first spoke.
お前の言う通り、俺がお前にひどいことを強いてんだろう。
Like you said, the old me may have forced you into doing terrible things.
もう二度とお前を傷つけない。頼む。信じてくれ。
But I will never do anything to hurt you again. You can believe me when I say that. Natsuhiko? Buddy? No, she can't. In fact, that is a very red flag phase. Or that is a very red flag phrase right there. Anyone who says that isn't actively getting therapy, and sometimes often even when they're getting therapy, should not be trusted. Because especially if it was intentional, if it was unintentional, then they can try to do better and go through therapy and do the things to get better. But fuck, do I need to get the abuse shit again from the descriptions of the Ron routes and the other from the first time? The age-restricted ones? Am I gonna need to get that stuff? Shit. I should have put that shit in the Heishi route too. Oh, well. I love you. Before I ever touched her, she had seemed to me like a fragile glasswork. I was afraid that if I reached out, she might shatter, taking this peaceful happiness along with her, and so I had avoided touching her. But when I held her, she was warm. She was alive. I was filled with a deep sense of relief that she was not glasswork after all. Basked in the moon's glow, she was beautiful. Her face mercurial, like a candle flame wavering fearfully. I had wanted to make her mine before anyone could touch her, but as soon as I saw her under the moonlight, those impatient feelings were put to rest. You may have been right when you said a heart doesn't rely on memories alone. Mikoto. I can feel how much I care for you every time I speak your name. You worry about everyone else before yourself. You pretend to be strong, yet your heart is so soft. I want to protect that. My memories may be gone, but you will never fade from my mind. I love you. Stay with me forever. I must try to remember how I hurt her, I thought to myself. It's easy to let go of the past. As long as I remained an amnesiac, I could keep on running from my own mistakes. But there's no meaning in that. Those scars still remain, etched into her heart. I felt that I was ready now. My desire to protect Mikoto would never waver. No matter how painful the memories may be, I didn't want to hurt her anymore. I could say that with absolute certainty. No matter how painful the memories may be, I needed to know what they were in order to right my wrongs. If I really, truly wanted to spend my life with her, I would have to face up to everything. Piece by piece, my mind was coming back together. I opened the bottom drawer. Inside, a silver object gleamed dully. It was cold to the touch, metallic. Though I'm sure she hesitated, I knew that Mikoto would keep it. I gently grabbed the gun. Oof. You awake? What are you doing? Making breakfast. Egg and rice porridge? Yeah, I pushed you a bit too hard last night, so I thought I would make something easy for you to digest this morning. Huh? When did you... Oh! It looks like it's finished to me. No, not yet. It still isn't hot enough. No, are you sure? It needs to simmer until it starts to boil over. There was a sudden loud crash. I whirled around to look in the direction of the noise. Oh! Aha, found ya. Oh. Mikoto moved to stand protectively in front of me. She desperately tried to appeal to the man, revealing that I had lost my memories. What? He's an amnesiac now, really. Yes, that means he is no longer a partner in any of your nonsense. Leave. The man flashed a sly grin. Still, if he's lost his memories, guess our deal's off then. He's not exactly paying me anymore, is he? I'll do what I want. And that means killing you, honey. Mikoto, when I give the signal, drop your barrier. What? Trust me. I knew how many bullets that man could fire at once. I knew exactly when he would need to reload. I knew all too well. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Out of bullets already. I took the gun off the shelf, and without hesitation, I pulled the trigger. With the sound of shattering glass, a pair of broken sunglasses fell to the floor. Ron's bullet had grazed me, taking a few hairs with it. I'd aimed for his head but missed. Ron, however, must have missed me on purpose.
なんだ、あるんじゃない記憶。
Hey, so you do have your memories. Hmm.
ひどいな。人のもの壊すなんて。
Man, that was mean, breaking my stuff.
貴様の言動にイラついたからだ。
You irritated me. And you've had it coming.
じゃあ、あの射程君呼んでくるよ。
Right, I'll go get your peon.
記憶戻ったのね。
Your memories have returned. Yeah.
変わらない。記憶があってもなくても。お前を愛する気持ちは。
Nothing has changed. Memories or not, my love for you is still the same. What?
お前を愛していることも、守りと誓ったことも、すべて変わらない。そして、
My love for you. My vow to protect you. Nothing at all will change. The only thing that is different is
殺さない。
I will no longer kill the Espers. After returning to our hideout, I received a report on the current situation from Setsu and Ron. Shiryuiga had appeared on the Norn and kidnapped several Espers. They were still in captivity. The Espers fell into the hands of Shiryuiga. This is the worst possible situation. If one of them has the power of pyrokinesis, then he will be unstoppable. In that case, all I can do now is... All of a sudden, I was hit with a wave of anxiety, like my heart had gone mad. Stop Shiryuiga without killing the Espers. That's what I'd sworn to do, but I was grasping at straws to find a way to fight a pyrokinetic. I didn't want to distort the course of history, the path of mankind, and more than it had already been. That was my desire. But what was I doing now? Weapons development, plotting a murder. The greater the desire, the more warped my perception would become, until I couldn't turn back. Huh.
なぜため息をついている？
Why the heavy sigh?
なんだその反応は。
And why the squeak?
何もないわよ。
Nothing.
嘘をつけ。顔が赤いぞ。
Liar, your face is bright red.
何でもないって言ったらないの。私のことなんて気にしないで。
I said it is nothing, so it is nothing. Just stop prying and leave me be.
お前のことだから気になるんだろ。
This is you we are talking about. I know, of course, This is you we are talking about, you know. Of course I'm going to be curious.
あ、ちょっと。
Hey!
お前のその素直さに欠ける態度には腹が立つが、しかし癖になるな。
That stubborn contrarian streak of yours is irritating, but I think I'm coming to like it.
可愛いやつだ。
It's even kind of cute sometimes.
何やってるの。ここには私たち以外もいるのよ。
What do you think that you're doing? There are other people here!
問題ない。早打ちは得意だ。
It's not a problem. I'm quicker on the draw than either of them. Hell, I might actually hit Ron this time. Nothing would be lost at that point.
仲間を撃つ気なの。もうふざけてないで話して。
Are you saying you're going to shoot them? Stop fooling around and let me go! Oh, I'm not fooling around. I'm always dead serious.
その本気が迷惑なの。
That is precisely the problem! Natsuhiko, are you smelling my hair right now? Maybe a little.
俺は子供の頃からリセットを行う能力者のことが嫌いだった。
When I was young, I hated the Espers because they would perform the reset.
一旦リセットされれば、人は全ての記憶を失う。それまでの研究の成果も、努力の結果も、何もかも。
When a reset happens, all of humanity loses its memory. All our work, all our research, all our progress. All lost, all for nothing.
大きな戦争を止めるための最終手段だということはわかる。しかし俺には許せなかった。
I understood that it was a last resort in order to stop a giant war from happening, but that didn't mean I accepted the cost.
ユイがシロもそうだ。己の私利私欲のために兵器を生み出す。奴にとって能力者は強大な兵器と同じだった。
Shiryuiga is the same. He creates weapons for his own personal goals and profit. To him, the Espers are just another type of weapon.
お前にとって能力は大切なものを守るためのものなんだ。だが、そうじゃない奴も存在する。
Mikoto, to you, the Espers and your powers are meant to protect people, to save them. But there are others who don't think that way.
金のために能力を悪用する奴だっているんだ。
There are those who would abuse your powers for money and influence.
しかし、お前の言う通り、能力者たちは無作為に選ばれただけだ。能力さえ存在しなければただの人間。
But like you said, the Espers were chosen at what amounts to random chance. Without their powers, they are just regular children.
異端の力を持った者でも、痛みを知り、悲しみに暮れ、人を愛することのできる弱い人間と同じだった。
Though they bear great power, they still experience pain and fear and love, just like any other weak and powerless human.
夏彦
Natsuhiko?
お前と暮らした日々は幸せだった。すべてを忘れ、争いから逃れ、銃声を聞くことのない生活。
I was happy. I was happy living with you, leaving everything behind, running from battle, living in complete peace. I liked that life.
お前を守ることだけ考えればよかっ
I should have focused on keeping you safe and let the rest of the world suffer well enough alone. I wanted so badly to go back to those days. The contradiction was painfully obvious. I, who despised the reset that would erase everything, wanted to return to a time when I had no memories. I told myself that I would accept whatever past I had, no matter how painful, no matter what I'd done. That was why I couldn't allow the reset. And yet now, at the precipice of that decision, I wanted a life that represented a clean break from the past. Without my memories, I was unaware of just how much bullshit and trauma I had been through. But there's no going back now. Such contradictions made me realize my own weakness and showed me the merits of the reset. And then hesitation. What have I been doing all this time? Mikoto, come outside with me for a minute. Of course.
今日もいい夜ね。星が瞬いてる。
Tonight looks like it'll be a lovely night for stargazing. Just very clear out. Yeah, wait here a minute, would you?
いいけど。
Sure. Close your eyes.
どうして？
Why? Just do it.
理由くらい言いなさいよ。
You could at least give me a reason. It's here.
何が来たの？
What? What is here?
まさか狼とか言わないわよね。黙ってないでなんとか言って。
It better not be a wolf. Well, tell me what it is. Huh? A star gleamed brightly and sailed across the sky in a glowing arc. Wait, that star moved. It's not a star. This is a meteor shower. One this big only occurs once in a millennium.
流星群。この星たちはどこに向かってるの？
A meteor shower? Those are not stars? And where are they going?
アークトゥルスみたいに大切な人のところに向かってるの？
Are they moving like Arcturus? Are they moving like Arcturuses? Going to the place where they belong? Huh. That sounds like something you would say. No, they aren't going to where they belong. They're just small rocks and debris burning up in the atmosphere. They're just... Wait, what? Small rocks? Once in a millennium meteor shower, no one knows to come see it. Society hasn't had the time to rebuild its knowledge to that point. I've loved stargazing ever since I was little. Long, long ago, humanity could even fly up there into space. Humans flew into space? Really? Yeah, they launched rockets and satellites that let them observe distant stars. They even sent manned ships to land on the moon. They left reflectors up there. And a flag. Really? That's all so odd. It sounds like something from way in the future, and yet in reality, it is ancient history. In the past, I wanted many things. In the previous era, the era in which Sarada Suzuhara was born, the world did not get involved. As such, scientists were free to conduct research in both countries, and their citizens prospered. Conversely, wars never ended, but I preferred it to what we had now. An era without a map or guide. The freedom to choose your own path and move forward. That was what I wanted.
Aionは人間を選出して能力を与え世界をリセットするべきか否かを判断させてきた。
For millennia, Aion has chosen specific humans and given them Esper powers, ceding to them the decision of whether or not to perform a reset.
アイオン、私たちが世界と呼んでいるもののことね。
Aion, that is the name of the person that we all refer to as the world, correct?
俺はアイオンを作った科学者の末裔だ。
Yes, I'm a descendant of the scientists who originally created Aion. Huh?
俺たちの家族に小さな子供がいる。
There's a community of us that lives on a tiny island.
そこでアイオンの整備を行い、リセットを無事取り行えるように監視している。
We live there and maintain Aion, making sure that she's always in a good enough shape to perform a reset, whenever it may be necessary.
俺はアイオンに会いに行く。
I'm going to go see her.
能力者の力を得たユイが城を止めるためにはリセットが最良かもしれない。
If Shiryuiga really has gotten a hold of Esper powers, the reset may be the best, most certain way of stopping
し
him.
かし俺は人間の未来を見たい。
But I also want to see what kind of future humanity can build when left alone. Through losing my memory, I learned of the peace that the reset could bring. Certainly there was no easier way than that to restore peace. Still, I opposed the reset. I opposed it because I already knew. I knew that science could produce other things beyond just weapons.
科学や技術を兵器に使うのではなく、もっとより良いもののために生かす未来。
I want to see a future where science and technology aren't abused to build weapons.
そんな世界で俺は研究がしたいな。
I want to live and research in that kind of future. I know. After that, I continued building weapons with fervor. I'm such a fucking hypocrite. First, I would go to Aion. I needed to know for sure whether Shiryuiga was in possession of the pyrokinetic Esper. This iteration of the reset has been a failure. Without all members present, the reset cannot be performed. In that case, taking down Shiryuiga was my highest priority. And for that, I needed a weapon. One with power great enough to take him on.
ねえ、新しい武器できた？
Hey, did you finish the new weapon?
明日には完成する。これができたらアイオンの元に向かうぞ。
It'll be completed tomorrow. Once it's ready, we're going to Aion.
はーい。いやー、楽しみだね。
Roger that. Man, I'm looking forward to this.
ユイが城をさえ倒せば全てが終わる。そうなったら契約解除だ。
Once Shiryuiga is defeated, everything will be over. That means our contract will be terminated.
え？何言ってるの？
Huh? What are you saying?
うん？
Hmm?
ユイがシロを倒したって何にも終わらないよ。
Even if you defeat Shiryuiga, it'll never end.
能力者のことを言っているのか。奴らのことは殺さなくていいと言っただろう。
Are you talking about the Espers? I already told you. There's no need to kill
武器
them.
を売りさばき、戦果を広げるあの男さえ倒せば。それだ。
If we can just defeat that man selling weapons and spreading war,
終
then
わるわけないよ。
it's not gonna end.
俺の楽しみはこの先もずっと続くよ。
My fun will last forever.
貴様が何を言いたいのか知らん。当初の予定から変わらない。俺が終わりだと言ったら終わりだ。
I don't understand what you mean, but our plans haven't changed, and when I say it's over, it's over.
ユイがシロウが死んだ時点で貴様との契約は切る。
When Shiryuiga breathes his last, I'm terminating my contract with
そう
you.
思ってるならいいけどね。でもきっと今だけだよ。
Think what you will, while you still can. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all in on something right now. Obviously, Shiryuiga is not the only fucked up person out there. You know who... What Ron means is that his former boss will take up Shiryuiga's place. And that getting rid of Shiryuiga does nothing about the existing weapons. They're still gonna be fucked up people. Ron laughed with delight and walked out of the room. It'll never end. He can't be right. Shiryuiga is the root of all evil. If we defeat him, peace will prevail. This is just the usual raw nonsense. No need for me to take it seriously. We piled up all the equipment we had and headed for the island. After 8 years, nothing had changed in my old home. Still, annoyance won out over any sense of nostalgia. I looked around, but there wasn't a soul to be found. My suspicion was that they were all watching us via surveillance camera. Mikoto-chan!
ごめんなさい。助けられなくて。どこか怪我はありませんか？
I'm so sorry I couldn't come rescue you. Are you okay? You didn't get hurt, did you?
大丈夫よ。私は。
It is alright. I am fine.
ごめんね。声に応えられなくて。
I apologize. I wish I could have responded to your message. You heard it.
うん。一度だけ。
Yes, just once.
そう。
Ah. Friends of Mikoto's. Seeing the three of them hugging each other, I felt glad I didn't kill them.
ねえ、空田はどこに行ったの？
Where is Sarata?
あいつならアイオンと話してるよ。
He's off talking with Aion. Oh, wait, no. Went too Setsu with that. Oh. He's off talking with Aion.
アイオンとあの小坊主が一体何を話すっていうのよ。
Really? And what would he have to say to someone like Aion?
さあね。というかお嬢さん、アイオンがわかるんだ。そこの男前に聞いたのかな？
Who knows? Wait, do you know about Aion, miss? Let me guess, that guy told you about her?
マー君からそこそこ話は聞いてるけど、あんたがお嬢さんをさらったの？
Hey, Masa told us bits and pieces about you. So you're the guy who kidnapped the miss, eh?
おお、ロンもいるじゃん。あともう一人は誰？
Whoa, hey, Ron's with you. Don't know who the other guy is, though. I'm getting some fucked up vibes from one of them? Both of them? One of them? One of them. Actually, I'm still getting no vibes whatsoever from Ron. He's just like fucking animal. The other guy, can we put him in, what's it called, what was it Kakeru called it and said in the Masamune I need to put into, I think he said it was, horny jail? That guy needs to go in that.
どうもどうも。俺、滝島節ってもんです。よろしくお願いします。
Hey everybody, I'm Setsu Takashima. Good to meet ya. Oh god! having to switch from I just almost swallowed my own hair. Having to switch from Heishi to Setsu is more problematic than I expected. Holy shit.
Oh, よろしくな。
Yo, good to meet you too. I don't know what this horny jail is, but I think you need to go there.
簡単に気許してんじゃねえよ。
Oi, don't go acting all buddy-buddy with them. Wait, what was this about horny jail?
だって悪いやつには見えねえし。
Huh? Why not? They don't look like bad people. I mean, one of them belongs in the horny jail, but he ain't in danger to anyone but himself.
バカか。この女をさらったやつの仲間だぞ。
You idiot. Have you already forgotten that they are the ones who fucking kidnapped her? Man stepped between Makoto and myself. There was an intense look of anger in his eyes.
いつきやめて。
Itsuki, what are you thinking?
何もしないよ。ただ、男前の誘拐犯の面をよく見ておきたいだけ。
I'm not gonna do anything. I just wanted to get a closer look at Mr. Dashing Criminal here.
いやー、うちのお嬢さん面倒かけてね。わがままで強情っぱりで大変だったでしょ。
Hey there. So, you had to look after the miss for a while, eh? Someone as stubborn and unreasonable as her had to be a handful for you.
私はわがままじゃないわよ。
I am not unreasonable.
お礼に永遠の地獄を見せてあげようか。
As thanks for taking such good care about her. As a thanks for taking such good care of her, how about I trap you in an eternal hell?
貴様のことは知っている。能力を悪用して金を稼いでいる。夢売りだな。
I know you. You're the one they call the Dream Merchant. You abused your powers for money.
悪用？力に正しいも悪いもあるの？
Abused? Is there a right and a wrong way to use my powers? I had to fucking eat, man.
黙れコアクトル。そこをどけ。
Move aside. I'm in no mood to talk to a petty money-grubbing opportunist.
よせ。ここでいらぬ争いを起こすな。
Enough! Don't start any pointless fights, you two!
Hi.
Fine, fine. Guess they let you out of horny jail, huh?
ねえ、アイオンの元に行く前に、今まで何があったか教えて。かけるのことも。
Before we go see Aion, tell me everything that happened while I was gone, including what happened to Kakeru. Kakeru-kun?
ああ、少し長くなる。夏彦、お前も聞いていけ。
Alright, it's a long story, but you might as well. You should hear it too, Natsuhiko. I guess your two friends can come.
能力者の話には興味がない。
I have no interest in your Esper
ユイが
stories.
四郎の最後も話すぞ。
This Esper story includes the final days of Shiryuiga.
最後だ。
His final days. Masamune quietly began to talk. With Mikoto gone and with the Espers out of options, they decided to ask the world for help. However, After being unable to get in contact with the world, Masamune went directly to the island. By the time Masamune returned to the ship, he found that half of the Espers had disappeared. Unfortunately, his absence left the ship wide open for Shiryuiga to board. No doubt their inability to make contact with the world was also Shiryuiga's doing. He appeared before the Espers pretending to be an emissary of the world. The Espers divulged to him that Mikoto had been kidnapped and that Ron was in collaboration with her kidnapper. Then he told the Espers to board his own ship. He told them that it was to save Mikoto, and was a direct order from the world. All lies. The reason why they believed Shiryuiga's lies was because of Kakeru-Yuiga. During the long journey, Kakeru-Yuiga was clever and often took command. They must have believed Shiryuiga because he was Kakeru-Yuiga's father. Even that must have been part of Shiryuiga's plot. That bastard Shiro. I didn't trust that guy from the start. But what was worse was Kakeru was acting weird. He said the guy was his dad, but his dad was supposed to kick the bucket ages ago. Kakeru knew that, yet he totally accepted the guy as his dad without any hesitation. It felt really weird that someone as cautious as Kakeru would believe a total stranger in the blink of an eye like that. I knew Kakeru-kun's father from before, too. He was the traveler who rescued me when I was little and helped me live on my own. But the traveler I knew never told me that he had any children. I'm sorry. Oh. Like Akito-kun, it felt really weird to me, so... We were really worried about Kakeru-kun, so Senri-kun and I went too. It didn't take us long to realize we were lied to. I was told that I had to use my powers for war. Yuiga was acting funny too. I know he was a schemer and a bully at heart, but he never did anything truly cruel to Koharu before. So why are you two here? Once he had gotten his hands on you, Shiryuiga would not have let either of you escape so easily. Well, he died. What? It threw his entire army into a panic. We used the chaos to cover our escape. We wouldn't have made it if Toya hadn't come though. But Kakeru didn't run. He wasn't the Yuiga we knew anymore. Who killed Shiryuiga? Was it the pyrokinetic? I killed no one!
奴がそう簡単にくたばるはずがない。きっとまた死んだと見せかけてどこかで。
There's no way that man would just keel over. This must be another one of his schemes to make us think he's dead. He may still be alive. He's done it before.
違う。考えてみ。お前はアイオンの隙をついて能力者ではないロンを船に忍び込ませただろう。
Easy, Natsuhiko. Think for a minute. You used Ion's degradation to sneak Ron aboard the ship even though he's not an Esper.
なぜそんなことができた？全知全能なるアイオンになぜ歯向かうことができた？
Did you wonder why that was possible? Aion is supposed to be omniscient. How could a lone human like you hope to oppose her?
それは6000年以上稼働し続けたアイオンの老朽化が始まり、システムの誤作動が起こった。
Well, that's because she's been operating for over 6 millennia. Her systems are starting to degrade to the point of inoperability.
まさかユイが白。
Are you saying the same thing happened to Shiryuiga?
夏彦、まだこの世界には秘密がある。お前が知っていることはほんの一部だ。
There are still many secrets in this world, Natsuhiko. What you know is a mere fraction. Ugh.
行くぞ。アイオンのもとへ。
Come on, let's go see Aion.
夏彦、
Oh. Hey, Natsuhiko, is it okay if we say our goodbyes?
何言ってんすか、ロンさん。
Huh? What are you talking about, Ron? Fuck, wrong idiot. Huh? What are you talking about, Ron?
俺の仕事は終わりだよ。ユイが素人能力者を殺すことだったんだから。
Well, my job's done. I was only contracted to kill off Shiryuiga and the Espers.
さっさと行け。
Yeah, your job's done. Leave if you wish.
じゃあね。ほら、行くよ。
Okay, later. Come on, let's go.
え？
Hey?
なんで俺まで？
Why do I have to go?
君が船を操縦してくれないと俺が帰れないだろ。
Someone's gotta fly the plane so I can go home.
なんつう自分勝手な。
Hey, you selfish jerk. Well, at least I don't have to listen to the pink-haired one tell me I belong in horny jail. Are you just going to allow them to leave?
構わん。奴とはそれだけの付き合いだ。
Yes, our relationship was only a business one. Finished. Let's get moving. It seems like another lifetime when I last visited here. I tried to blow Aion up countless times, but it all ended in failure. Eventually, they made the area off limits. I'd assumed that the next time I was to set foot here, it would be with a weapon capable of annihilating Aion.
本当にユイが白を死んだのか？
Is Shiryuiga truly dead?
はい。かの亡霊は確かに死にました。
Yes, that ghost has finally been laid to rest.
そうか。お前は本当だ。
Ah, if you say so, then it is undoubtedly true. I'd been clenching my fists for so long, but now I could finally let them relax.
もう世界は平和なの。もう戦争は起こらないの。
Then will peace return to the world? With him out of the picture, there will be no more wars.
人間たちはユイがシローの残した兵器を使って争いを続けています。
No. Humanity will continue to fight using the weapons Shiryuiga provided to them.
どうして
What? But why?
それが人間だからです。一度手にした力を人間は捨てられませんから。
Because they are human. Once humanity acquires power, it is immensely difficult for them to relinquish it. Also, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but humans are assholes.
人間の本質は力だとでも言うのか。
Are you saying that a lust for power is human nature?
それが全てとは言いません。しかし、人間は力に弱く、見入られるものだとは考えています。
That is not the extent of human nature, no. However, humans are naturally weak, so making greater power seems alluring to some individuals. This is it. This is what Ron meant when he said it would never be over. Shiryuiga's death alone wouldn't solve everything. Shiryuiga only sowed the seeds of conflict. It was other humans who carried out the wars.
だったら俺が止めに行く。
Then I'll have to stop them.
どうやって兵器はすでにあまた存在するというのに。
How? Thanks to Shiryuiga, there are now boundless numbers of weapons in circulation.
すでに準備は整っている。ユイが白をしたもの。
Oh, shit. I need to... I think the cat escaped and the dog's barking at him. Give me a moment. I'm back. Sorry, fellow dragons. Had to silence the dog. I've already prepared for that. I originally planned to use this to kill Shiryuiga, but it will also allow me to destroy his weapons. Without him around, that just makes it an even simpler task.
あなたは子供の頃からリセットを否定し続けてきましたね。それはなぜですか？
Natsuhiko Azuma, you have vehemently opposed the resets ever since you were a small child. What is your reason for that?
リセットは人類が培い受け継いできた文明そのものをなくす行為だ。
Because the reset destroys all of the culture and knowledge that generations of humanity have spent their entire lives creating.
何もかもないがしろにされるのは許せない。
I will never condone all of human history being disrespected and discarded like that. Besides, just discarding inconvenient history prevents people from learning from it, and the same mistakes continue to repeat as a result.
では、本来の西暦2085年に人類が下したリセット、それ以降3度行われたリセットは過ちだったというのですね。
So, your assertion is that humanity's decision to perform the first reset in the year 2085 and the decisions to perform all subsequent resets were mistakes?
そう。
Yes.
では、どうすることが正しいと思うのですか？
What alternative course of action would you have pursued then? Fuck. It was no use arguing about idealism and lofty concepts with Aion. She was an overseer, built with a database stretching millennia. The realistic choice
世
is...
界と呼ばれる。愛、お前の力をより強大にする。
First of all, I would have made you, Aion, much more powerful.
支配力を強め、抑止力にするんだ。そうすれば、誰にもお前に逆らわない。
I would increase your control over the world until the threat of your power was enough of a deterrent that none would dare defy you. It'd be no different than the methods that the world used. But rather than having the islanders govern everything, I felt that Aion, a neutral machine, would be capable of judging things fairly.
それも一つの手でしょう。権力による統治は国単位で行われ、成功例もあります。
That is a possibility. I have successfully used my power to rule humans on a national level before.
しかし最終的に人は感情のないロボットに統治されることを拒みました。
However, in the end, humanity refused to allow themselves to be governed by an inhuman, unfeeling robot.
私がアイオンとなったのは妥協してのことです。
My form as Aion, which you see before you now, was created as a compromise.
私は曲がりなりにも鋼に心を宿しています。
I have something of a living soul inside my steel casings.
ただしそんな私もスイッチに過ぎません。リセットのスイッチ。押すのは人間。
However, when reduced to my simplest form, I am nothing more than a simple switch, a reset button, if you will. Humanity must choose to utilize me.
わかりますか、東夏彦。ロボットは所詮ロボットなのです。
Do you understand,
シルベとなる
Natsuhiko Azuma?
重すぎます。
A robot is nothing more than a robot. It is well beyond my capabilities to function as a moral compass.
だったらどうしろと言うんだ。
Then what do you think we should do? If I don't destroy the weapon Shiryuiga left behind, then who will?
あなたは世界大戦を繰り返そうとしているのですか？
Do you wish to be the genesis for the next world war?
違う。
No.
兵器を壊すということは、すなわち兵器を手にする人間と戦うということ。あなたにその気はなくとも、それは戦争です。
Hi, Simber. Don't rub your face on my controller. To destroy the weapons means confronting the humans who now own those weapons. You may not wish to call it so, but that will result in war.
だが、このまま放っておけば争いの炎は広がるばかりだ。同じことの繰り返しじゃないか。
But if we ignore them, people will just use them to keep fighting. The same thing will keep happening over and over again.
だからこそのリセットです。
Thus, the reset. Ugh. It was as though Aion knew of all the contradictions that I had been wrestling with until now. Any objection I could come up with would instantly be shot down.
あなたはずっとここで生きてきたのよね。
Aion, you've lived on this island for your entire existence, correct?
はい。
Yes.
あなたはどうしたらいいと思う？争いを止めるには何をすべきだと思う？
What do you think is the best course of action? What should we do to truly stop all wars?
私はロボットです。私の答えは人類の答えになりません。
I am a mere robot. Any answer I derive could not be applicable to humanity as a whole.
ロボットというのは私にはわからない。人間でないというのはなんとなくわかるけど。
I do not know what you mean by saying that you are a robot. I imagine that you are saying you are something that is not human?
でもあなたは怒ってるでしょ。
But right now you are angry, correct?
一生懸命世界のことを考えて言葉を発しているように感じる。
To me, it seems that what you are saying comes from having insincere thought to the issue.
人間じゃないかもしれないけど、私たちと同じくらい人間のことを思っている。
You may not be human, but you are thinking about humanity as much as we are thinking about it. Not to mention, you're displaying some very human emotions right now, are you not?
争いを止めるには武器を捨てること。それが6000年経て私が出した答えです。
To truly stop war, humanity must voluntarily abandon its weapons. That is the answer I have come to after 6,000 years of observation.
武器を捨てる。
Voluntarily abandon its weapons?
力を失うことを人は何よりも恐れる。
But humans have an abject fear of relinquishing power once they gain it.
そうね。力をなくしたら大切な人を守ることはできないもん。
That is true. If we lose our power, we will not be able to protect the people important to
そ
us.
うして自分が力を持てば持つほど周りも不安に思う。恐怖と警戒心から誰よりも強い力を持とうとする。
But the more power one holds, the more others come to fear them. That fear is what causes people to desire more power than those around them.
そうです。そうして時の権力者の保護のもと兵器の研究開発は進みました。
Precisely, thus the creation and development of weapons continues to advance under the auspices of those in positions of political power.
どこかで誰かが兵器を捨てれば連鎖は断ち切られたかもしれないのに。
Even though the decision of only one of them to abandon their weapons might be enough to break that cycle,
人間の本質を力だと言っているのは東夏彦、あなた自身です。
Natsuhiko Azuma, it is you who says that the true nature of humanity is a lust for power.
人間の善を唱えながらあなた自身は武器を捨てようとしない。それが何よりの証明です。
Proof of that lies in the fact that despite your advocacy of the common good, you make no attempt to abandon your own weapons. Ugh. Ugh, yeah, I am a fucking hypocrite. Shit. I get it now. When Ron said it would never end, he wasn't talking about the war. He was talking about me. I gave guns to Ron and to Setsu, and in conflicts that plague the world would require the cooperation of many people. In all likelihood, I would continue to build weapons, tools of war, all while wishing for peace. Ron knew that. That's why he said it would never end. No doubt he's waiting for me to call on him again, to reach out to him one last time.
冗談でも皮肉でも何でもなく本気で思ってるでしょ。俺と組んだこと間違いで失敗で。
It's always been on my mind. I gave my guns to others to enact my own beliefs. I kept on building weapons. I'm no different from Shiryuiga. I've been in denial, telling myself that it was all for the sake of the future, that it was unavoidable. I refused to confront my own crimes, even convince myself that some amount of sacrifice was necessary for the good of humanity. But then I met Mikoto, and little by little it became harder to deceive myself.
Natsuhiko, 私はあなたの味方だから。
Natsuhiko, I will stand with you.
あなたがどんな道を選んでも、私はついていく。約束したでしょ。
Whatever path you chose, or whatever path you choose, I will follow you just like I swore to do, remember? Oh.
約束。そうだ。お前はどこまでもついてきそうだ。戦場でも、地獄でも。
That's right, you did. You probably will come after me no matter where I go, too. Whether that be a battlefield or even the depths of hell. Of course! I will not bring Mikoto to some hellish war zone. I will not become Shiryuiga.
俺は捨てる。すべての武器を。
I will abandon my weapons. All of them. For good. Disposing of weapons is harder than making them. Burning them would be the easiest solution, but that would create toxic fumes. I knew it would be a while before I'd be able to dispose of them all.
疲れてるわね。
You seem tired.
別に、なんともない。
No, I'm fine.
あなたって最初に会った時からずっとそうじゃない？常に疲れてて寝不足で。
You've been like this since we first met. Constantly tired, sleep deprived.
でもそれってあなたがずっと頑張ってきたっていう証拠なのよね。
Though I feel that must be proof of how hard you've been working. Fucking stop.
少し座りましょう。私に寄りかかっていいから。
Come, let's sit for a while. You can lean on me if you'd like. Mikoto sat down on the stairs and tugged at my sleeve.
汚れるぞ。
You'll get dirty, and that friend of you, the one with white hair over in the corner that's glaring at us, is a friend of yours, right?
洗濯すればいいでしょ。
Nothing a good wash can't solve, and don't mind Sakuya unless he pulls out a knife. What? I sat down, and Makoto stroked my hair, gently bringing my head to rest against her shoulder.
普通、こういうのは男女逆じゃないか。
I feel like our roles should be reversed. That's the toxic masculinity talking. Who raised that into you? I need to give them a punch in the face. Now that I'd like to see.
そんな決まりはないわよ。疲れた時は寄りかかっていいの。
Anyway, there is no such rule. Whenever you are tired, you can lean on me. Indeed, it felt good to entrust my body to someone, and even more because it was... It felt good to entrust my body to someone. Even more so because it was Mikoto. I was born and raised on this island, where no one understood me. I saw everyone as my enemy. I lived alone. My sister was an abusive bitch. But now I was with Mikoto. I felt a strange sensation that, as if the emptiness of those days was being filled in.
兵器を捨てるのそんなに大変？
Is it really that difficult to throw away your weapons?
ああ。しばらく時間がかかるだろう。
Yeah, it'll take a while.
そう。
I see.
お前の幼馴染二条咲也と言ったか。あいつの未来は変わったらしいな。
Your childhood friend, Sakuya Nijo, was it? You know, the one who's... Oh, you said to be worried if he pulled out a knife, right? He's got a knife. But it looks like his future has changed.
理由はわからないけど、よかったわ。
Yes, I do not understand why, but I am relieved.
私はすごく迷ったわ。アイオンに能力を返すこと。
I debated it for so long, you know, whether to return my powers to Aion or not.
絶対の能力、まだ必要なんじゃないかって。大勢の人を守るために、まだ持っておくべきじゃないかって。
I thought that perhaps my barriers might still be needed, that I should keep the power so that I could save more lives.
結界の力は万能ではない。戦い続ければ、いつかお前が命を落とすことになる。
The barriers aren't foolproof. If you kept fighting, someday you'd lose your life.
きっとそうなるわね。戦ってどこかで死ぬ。
Yeah, I'm sure you are right. I would fight and continue fighting until I perished.
咲夜が死ぬって決まった時、私は必死で努力したわ。結界の力を高めて咲夜を守るために。
When Sakuya learned that he would die, I tried my hardest to strengthen my power so that I could protect him.
でもおかしいわよね。私が結界の能力を返すと決めた途端、咲夜の未来が変わるんだもの。
But it's strange. As soon as I decided to return my powers, Sakuya's future changed.
あんなに努力しても変えられなかったのに。だから思ったの。咲夜の死は私が引き起こしたものだったんじゃないかって。
Even though I could not change it no matter how hard I tried. So I thought to myself, Sakuya's death, perhaps I was the one who would have caused it.
私の結界は人を守るためのもの。でも守れない命もあった。私にもっと力があれば。
My barriers are for protecting people, but there were lives that could not be saved if only I was stronger. A future caused by Mikoto. Could that really be true? Yes, your bad ending. And Sakuya's bad ending. And Itsuki's bad ending. And your good endings, actually. It may have been a factor, but I couldn't think of anything that Mikoto might have done wrong.
俺が兵器を捨てたから変わったのかもしれない。確証はないか。
I'm not sure about this, but maybe his future changed because I threw away my weapons.
奴を殺すのが俺で。しかし俺が兵器を捨てたことで未来が変わった。あり得る話じゃないか。
I was supposed to kill him, but ended up throwing away my weapons, and that changed the future. Doesn't that sound plausible to you?
お前に出会わなければ、あいつが予知した通りになったかもしれない。
If I had never met you, things might have turned out just as he predicted.
そんな。
That's not...
お前は何も悪くない。他人の命を背負う必要がどこにある？
You did nothing wrong. Why should you shoulder the burden of someone else's life?
力がある者は自分のために生きてはいけないのか？他人のために命を懸け続けなければならないのか？
Is it wrong for those with power to live their own lives? Must you keep risking yours for the sake of others?
そうじゃないはずだ。人生も命も自分だけのものだ。他人に背負わせるものではない。
It shouldn't be that way. Your life is yours and yours alone. There's no need to burden yourself with the lives of others too.
お前はずっと長い間守り続けてきたんだ。 もう休んでもいいはずだ。
You've been protecting people for a long time. You deserve some rest.
私があなたに言いたいこと一つ残らず言われちゃったわね。
You just stole the words right out of my mouth.
あなただってそうよ。全部自分が悪いなんて思わないでね。
I would say the same for you. Do not ever think that this is all your fault.
あなたが守った人はたくさんいたはずよ。名前も知らない大勢の人を守って戦ってきたじゃない。
There must have been so many people that you protected. You've been fighting to protect scores of people whose names you do not even know.
誰も死なない。あなたは生きてる。それだけで十分だわ。
No one is going to die, and you are alive. That is more than enough. Mikoto, girl, there's this thing called the human lifespan? Everyone dies someday. Simber, what is wrong with your ear? Why is it twitchy? Is my voice doing that to you? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to get that gun back from Ron, too. He was almost out of ammunition, and that gun is the only one of its kind in the world. Only I can make the bullets. Perhaps even now he expects me to reload his gun for him. Perhaps he believes I'm still filled with anger, heading down a dark and dreary path. I won't go down that road again. So long as Mikoto is with me, I light the
も
way.
う少しだけこのままでいていいか。
Can we stay like this for just a little while?
少しじゃなくていいのよ。疲れた時はゆっくり休んで。
We can stay like this as long as you like. You must rest when you are weary. Just give me a second. Oh, hey, Koharu, can you and Nanami do me some favors? I need you to deal with Itsuki and, Sakuya. Have Nanami deal with Sakuya. You take Itsuki somewhere, and, actually, no, reverse that. You convince Sakuya to go somewhere else and not menace us with his knife, and, have Nanami keep Itsuki from trying to lock Natsuhiko here into an eternal dream. He always has to set a wake-up condition. It should be fine. I read Aion's file on his power.
私がずっとそばにいるから。
I shall always be here with you. Don't worry. Yeah. Because let's be real. Sakuya needs to keep menacing people in the corner. Why, Twitchy? What, are you having a seizure? What is wrong? Are you okay? Let me feel. Is there something in your ear? Do I need to put medicine in it? Do you need eardrops? A month had passed. Today was the day the Espers were to leave the island. But the term Espers was no longer accurate now that they'd returned their powers to Aion. They were former Espers. Hmm.
何を泣いている？
Why are you crying?
誰も泣いてないわよ。
I'm not crying.
そういえば、奴らはこれから出発するんだった。
Oh yeah, today was the day they were all going to leave, wasn't it?
奴らの見送りはいいのか？
Aren't you going to see them off?
いいの。笑顔で送り出すことができないんだか
No, it's better this way. I would not be able to bid them goodbye with a smile. She really is so stubborn.
戻るんじゃなくて別の船で日本に戻るのよね。
I see they'll be flying back to Japan on ships other than the Norn.
ああ、ここには小型機がいくつかあるからね。別の言い方をすれば、小型機以外でここから出ることは叶わない。
Yeah, there are a handful of small prop planes kept here. Basically, once you arrive, there is no way to leave except on one of those planes.
そう。それなら、樹も兵士もどうやって逃げ出せたのかしら。
Really? In that case, how did Itsuki and Heishi manage to escape? Before returning their abilities, Kagami and Otomaru had left the island. Currently, Masamune was desperately searching for their whereabouts. At least that was the story.
よく考えたらおかしいわよね。
That is rather odd now that I think about it.
小型機の操縦ができるなんて聞いたことないし、
I do
誰か
not
と手を貸さない限りは。
I do not think either of them had the skill to pilot one of those aircraft. If someone did not help them leave, how could they have...
もしかしてあなたが手を貸したの？
Wait, someone did help them? You?
何やってるのよ。今政宗がどれだけ苦労してるか分かってる？
Why on earth did you do that? Do you have any idea how hard Masamune is trying to find them? Masamune was already aware of the truth, but I couldn't tell her that. The reality was as follows. I'd received information that Shiryuiga, the, son in heavy quotation marks of Shiryuiga, had remained in his father's army. Naturally, we had to bring him back to the island, but I felt hesitant towards bringing a mentally unstable, brainwashed Esper under the jurisdiction of the island. So, Kagami offered me a deal. If I gave him a ship and a pilot, he would go rescue Shiryuiga. With his power of dreamwalking and Heishi's telepathy, they might be able to cure his damaged mind. That was as much as he could come up with. The plan wouldn't work without Masamune. So we explained the situation to him and him alone. The rest was carried out in secret. For once, Masamune's psychometry and the ability to see someone's fucked up past might actually be used correctly. However, I guess it is okay to talk now.
奴らが言った。ユイがシローの息子を連れ帰ると。
They told me they were going to find Shiryuiga's son and bring him back. What?
そのためにまだ能力が必要らしい。
They also said that was why they needed to keep their powers.
それならそうだと言うべきよ。じゃなきゃ何もわからないまま責めてしまっていたわ。
If that was the case, they should have just said so. This entire time I have been accusing them of something they did not do.
別にいいだろう。何を言われようとも奴らが好きにやってることだ。
What does it matter? They're doing what they wish, despite what anyone might say.
でも心配するじゃない。
Yes, but still, I'm worried about them.
お前は俺の心配だけしていれば。
The only one you ever need to care about is me.
またそういうこと。
That again, you know how many red flags saying things like that is, right? That's at least 5 red flags at once.
いいだろう。俺にはお前しかいないんだ。
You know, that's fair, but, you're all I have.
今までの俺は自分が課した使命に 苦しんできた。本当に大切なことを見ようとして。
My whole life I completely devoted myself to my cause, unaware of how it made me suffer, how much I missed the truly important things.
世界は何も変わっていないというのに、生まれ変わったように幸福に満ちている。それもこれも、お前がいてくれるからだ。
Nothing about the world has changed, but now it's so full of happiness to me. I feel like I've been born anew and it's all because of you. Natsuhiko?
ずっと俺のそばにいてくれるか。
Will you stay with me? Yes.
ねえ夏彦、私たち宇宙の研究をずっとしているわよね。
Natsuhiko, now will we be able to devote ourselves to studying space, right? So we could travel there someday? Yeah.
私は無知が嫌いよ。いろんなことを知って、いろんな場所に行ってみたい。
I detest being ignorant. I want to learn new things and explore new places.
だから宇宙にだって私自身の力で行きたいと思う。
That includes the frontier of space. Someday I want to fly up there with my own power.
でもね、あなたといると、たとえ宇宙に行く夢が今すぐに叶わなくてもいいと思うことがある。
But when I am with you, even my newfound dream of going into space does not feel quite so urgent.
私たちの代で無理でも、
And if in the end we ourselves never find a way in,
それでいいんじゃな
I
い？
would not feel too bad if we pass that knowledge on to the next generation.
不思議だわ。あなたと一緒だと、今見える未来だけじゃなく、もっとずっと先の未来さえ明るく見えるの。
It's strange. When I'm with you, the future is so bright. It is not just the near future either. Even the distant future seems promising. Seems that way to me too. I love you, Mikoto. I want us to be together forever. Me too. I heard the roar of an engine. A small plane was flying off into the sky, leaving contrails behind. Looks like they've left. Mikoto bit her lip. No doubt she was holding back tears. Why was she so hesitant to cry in front of others? Let's go, Mikoto. Come, now.
ちょっと、どこに行くの？
Wait, where are you going? Your lab isn't this way. Wait, do you even have a lab around here?
宇宙には今すぐ行くことはできないんだ。お前の友のもとなら行ける。
We might not be able to go into space right away, but I can take you to see your friends. Huh?
お前の泣き顔は綺麗だ。何それ。泣き顔に惚れたんだ。
You're beautiful when you cry. Seeing you cry for the first time was what made me fall in love with you, you know.
何よ。
What? What is that supposed to mean? I remembered what Setsu said a long time ago, that an individual's excellence was to be determined by how much they were liked by women. At that time, I dismissed it as a stupid idea. And you know, while that is still a stupid and narrow idea, perhaps he was onto something in a small way. After all, it was thanks to Mikoto's love that I managed to break free of my hatred and forge a new path forward. So it must be being loved by someone that you love that is the measure of a person. And that is the end of Natsuhiko's perspective of the original game. Next time, we're going to start with part 1 of the Akito after story. I'm going to go get some medicine for the little fluffy man's ear now and cook some dinner. See you next time, fellow dragons. Bye.